So, as promised, we are here at the Legacy on 14th Street co-working space. This is also a headquarters for Kimball Properties. My name is Reggie Meade. I am the head of development, also project manager for the company. We are here in South Baton Rouge doing great and wonderful things, and I just wanted to start sharing more content and just more things that we're doing up here. And also, just share the team and the roles, everything that we're doing up here. So yeah, man, check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Let's get into it.
At least I know the question, though.
I know, right? We in this bit. No, we in this bit. All right, we good to go.
So the projects that we're currently working on that are in construction are South 15 Apartments, 860 France, and 1628 South Boulevard, which is a single family rental property. The properties that are in pre-construction design phase are 1419 Julia, 1440 Government, Hotel Lincoln, Government Village 2. I'm still trying to decide exactly what we're gonna be doing there. And then trying to figure out exactly what we're doing at the lot at 1501 Terrace.
Gotcha. So do you have a favorite project that you're looking to move forward to?
I think my favorite project is probably gonna be the Julia Street Studios. Not only for like, one, I think it's one of my favorite buildings. Excuse me, I think the concept of a studio, content studio is there. And I think it's something that's gonna really benefit, customers, that's using the studio, but I also think from a content creation perspective, it's gonna really benefit our company also.
Gotcha. Can you elaborate a little bit more of like what it's gonna be exactly?
So Julia Street Studios would be a content creation studios where you can come in and record podcasts, do film work, do photography work. So anything around content creation or capturing content, you'll be able to execute at that studio. Also, we'll have a post-production room for editing and things of that matter.
All right, we good? You can see my shoes?
No, I can't.
All right, bet.
He wants you to see his whole fit.
All right, bet. Then after that, let's just focus on that.
His shoes and...
All right, so we got Mr. Otto here. Mr. Otto, are you born and raised here, or what?
Born and raised right around the corner here on Murder Street.
Murder Street. How long you been here?
I've been here.
How long you been living here? Yep.
Living in that right here. They say what? I'm 61. I've been here 61 years.
61 years. Ooh. Ooh.
Tell me about it.
So I would just love to ask you, your opinion about the work that we're doing here. Right now we at South 15th Apartments, and you're doing we had you on a couple jobs, but right now you're doing a lot of work around here. Really want to ask your opinion. How do you feel about the work that we're doing around here in the community?
To be honest with you, I haven't seen it look this good since I was a little boy. Because that's the only time it was kept up.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm glad I'm getting a piece of the help out straight up the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Put my little input in.
Yeah.
Help out a little bit.
Yeah. Definitely,
so definitely glad to see somebody moved in here, care about the neighborhood. So
yeah. And
I'm glad about that.
And I know you've done a couple other jobs, and you specialize in cement.
Right.
Cement. What else you specialize in? I know you got a lot of jobs. I know you always got a job going on.
A little bit of everything. Whatever it takes to keep the job going.
Whatever it takes to keep the job going.
That's me.
Yeah, man. I definitely appreciate you giving me your time. Let me know how you feel, man. And really, bro, if you have any suggestions for us or anything like that.
Not right now. Everything moving pretty good.
Everything moving. It's motion.
I'm just glad to see it uplifting around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
We need this.
Yeah, definitely. Especially for the younger generation.
That's right. That's right.
Biggest win for the week, closing the construction loan on 860 France.
So this is France Street. This is this is an existing triplex 3 units. It's going to be one on each side, and on the side right here, it is going to be a new construction duplex. Both buildings are in permitting. I got some feedback. We're working with MK Red out of New Orleans, a development and architecture firm. So yeah, they did a great job. But up here, we're adding this back room right here, which you'll see inside. We're making that from a closet into a kitchen, and the city wanted more foundation support, and they wanted to reflect on the plan. So basically, we had to edit that, add it on there, and I resubmitted it. So that's where that is now. waiting to get approval. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the foundation looks to be non-existent almost.
Yeah, bro. And this one is historic. So the city, or the homeowners around here voted against it being nominated to be a local historic district. So if it was a local historic district, we would have had to get a certificate of appropriateness just for like changing the paint color, changing the light fixtures, all that. We had to get city approval as well as state approval. But since they voted against that, now all we have to do is get state approval, and that'll reflect on the tax credits. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Enough for all that. Let's get into it, man.
So my name is Corey Scott. I'm with CLS Builders, and right here on South 15th Street, we're doing our electrical and AC work. So I'll just show you a little bit what we gotta do.
So what does CLS Properties, right?
Well, CLS Builders.
CLS Builders. So what's the difference between the two?
Well,
I know you're a man of many talents, many businesses.
So CLS Builders, we basically do all your renovations, new construction, streets, highways, asphalt paving, mechanical, electrical, plumbing. We do sewer tie-ins. So we basically do everything with CLS construction, and we're licensed, state licensed, and all that. Also, in for CLS Realtors, well, not Realtors, properties. That's our properties, our portfolio of all the different properties that we own and manage and everything. So,
because you're really like a serial entrepreneur, like, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, you know.
Because we're gonna do an interview later, but really this is like just on the basis of the construction side of what you do.
Yeah, this is the construction side, and basically this is all fun. It's all tied together, whether it's doing real estate, buying property, flipping properties, doing the construction stuff. You know how to do all these things, you know, you save yourself a ton of money. But,
and how long you been doing like electrical work, HVAC work?
About over 15 years. Actually, I was born in because my father been licensed for 50-some years, so he forced me to come work in the summertime and stuff like that. And I used to hate it at that time, but then when I became 20-some years old, I started falling in love with it. And so I saw the benefits of knowing this stuff, and he always said, learn the trade, learn the trade, learn the trade. You'll never be broke, so that's what I did.
And was it true?
Yeah.
Yeah. I already knew the answer, but I wanted you to say it.
Yeah, so what we're doing out here, we're gonna put mini splits for the AC units up in this one because the height of the ceiling, and we can't really do a fur down. They don't do a fur down, so we're gonna put mini splits in this, and we also doing electrical right now.
So these are the apartments on South 15th Street, like 4 different fourplexes, and Corey gonna be handling the HVAC, electrical work.
Yes. Got one of my guys doing running some home run lines right now.
Yeah.
Some 220 lines right here. So that's this one, and then we got some work getting done over here too. So we have a guy, he must be on the outside something, but I'm gonna have a washer and dryer right here, refrigerator, stove, and a sink. Pretty simple, pretty basic, so not too hard.
No.
And the same thing will be with the mini splits down here upstairs. We're gonna put central air in these units.
So the basis of doing 2 different setups, with the mini splits being downstairs and the central being upstairs, is it a complicated process, or is it really just?
It's not complicated if you know what you're doing. Honestly, if you know what you're doing, it's basically simple. All of it's simple, honestly. So the mini splits, we just have lines, electrical lines ran for it, and central air just all in one location. So it's a pro and a con for everything. So you know, actually the good thing about it is that these mini splits go cool off the whole area, and you don't have to really run too much electrical, use too much electricity. If you're using one in the bedroom, if you just, or you could be in the living room the whole time, you have to turn on one in the bedroom. So you can save on that for your electrical bills. So
Okay, I got you. Look, I appreciate you, bro. Interview coming soon, but I'm gonna let you get back to work.
All right, my brother.
All right, man.
You know, also when you get the plans back, you also just want to come into properties and make sure just the plans are functional. Well, like the house is going to function well, and like look at the space. You know, I like to sometimes draw lines, but we're going to do a little frame and walk through of things we see now that all of this firewall, we've gutted the house. But yeah, but this also something here, like that's termite. We're probably going to have to replace here, maybe over here, depending on how bad it is. And like that's something like sloping, so there's definitely something going on up there that needs to be replaced. And then looking down here, this wall is starting to stick out. The floor plates are, some places they just don't exist, and look like some places they just deteriorated pretty bad. So we need to replace some floor plates there. So I think it's really here, that's pretty bad. They don't exist up here. And if you look here, like without floor plates, you literally can see directly to the ground. Another thing, make sure we go back with installation. And this is what I'm saying here, looking here. This is why we're not gonna better open this wall up. Like we're gonna have to replace this beam already, but I mean, this probably not. I mean, this is fine. You got some support over here, but you know what I mean. It's not just so. With that being said, and I think another thing. But I think instead of pushing the washer and dryer in this room, I think we should just let it come out this way and like give this room all the square footage back here. So have washer and dryer just on this side of the wall.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to.
Okay.
So it's supposed to feed off of this wall.
Yeah, because look,
we're gonna resize the windows so the door can go right here.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. And I think the one other change, I think just doing like a little small closet maybe right here. Nothing, because of the washer and dryer, you had the closet coming out to match this. But when you start doing that, because I don't think it really makes sense to move this door, keep this door where it's at. So we have, on our picture, it's like this wall's coming straight here. But in reality, we just need to bring this wall up like off here and L it and let it go here.
So you want to keep that door?
Yeah. I mean, I think
get rid of it.
I want to keep it. My bad. Because I think having a house that you just walk straight through from a functional standpoint is a better like functional property. You have a back door, you can access the back door. You know what I mean? I think that's just a better functional property. Do the wall, let it L. You give, you know, yourself some room for the door here. And then instead of, I think, bringing a closet out to here, I think you just do a little closet like right here or something. Okay. And now you just have more bedroom. Because if we bring this closet out to here, I think it's like really like 8 feet. Yeah, it's like 8 or 9 feet this bedroom is, which I think becomes a small bedroom. And I think another thing that helps if we just do a small closet here. Now we have a window here to like bring natural light in instead of covering that up. And if we cover that up, we gotta do more siding and shit like that. So keep both these windows, do a little small closet over here.
So don't even worry about this door on the side right here then.
What you mean?
Because we're only making this door because we're getting it out.
Okay, no, I think I was that's my bad. I was confused about that because I don't even know if you need to move the window.
So, but okay, so if we replace this window, it's gonna be hella expensive.
Yeah, I think you need that.
You wanna keep it?
Well, this is the thing. Let me see. There's a tape. You got a tape measure in here? You know what this is?
I'll do that.
Measure, I guess, from this right here to where this wall will close up.
Okay, so it's about 40 feet, so it'll be.
Yeah. And I mean the other reality too with it, even if we had to push back into here like 6 inches, that's still not that bad. Like I would rather do that than having to mess with this window. You know what I mean? I think it's easy. Like the wood around the window's not horrible. We don't really need to do any framing over here. So
replacing none of the windows, keeping them?
Let's look at the number. Let's just look at the number on the windows. And if they're, I mean, these windows are not in horrible shape.
Because I have to resize these windows in the bedroom.
I think you just keep them the same.
But they don't meet egress.
They don't meet egress? Okay, well, that's it. But there used to be a kitchen. That makes sense, though. That makes sense that they would. Then the only other thing I think we changed from like just what's on the drawing. I think you run your closet to 4 feet here. I think you still can run it up, run it up here. I think in the closet you just have shelving and stuff on this wall and here. You're not gonna have to have a double-sided closet, but now that gives you 6.5 feet just for a bigger bathroom.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
So what about this window?
What was the plan with the window?
I was gonna resize it, make it a smaller one.
I think you just leave it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I think on the plans, everything is on this wall.
Yeah.
So I think and then your tub is back here. I think you just leave it like that.
All right.
Yeah.
You want me to show off your work, or you want to show it off, bro? Show it off. Now this is my guy, Aaron, man. Aaron does great work. First project worked together was what, 725, right? 725, yeah, man. Aaron has phenomenal work, man. What markets you working, bro? Wherever the money is, where you go, right? I got you. Nah, that's my dog, man. Nah, that's my dog. Aaron does real good work, man. This is what, maybe like a week turnaround, week and a half? Yeah, man. So
Start to finish?
Yeah. Real quick. So we got laminate flooring, new drywall, baseboards, doors installed, tile in the bathroom.
Y'all are painting everything. Doors,
Yeah.
walls,
Yeah.
baseboards.
I am the community manager for Kimball Properties, and I'm also the owner of Connecting the Dots property management consulting firm. Let's go see. Oh, okay, so we didn't even have floors in here, guys. The floors, first of all, look amazing. Look at the kitchen.
Tiles feel fresh, you know.
Oh, it looks so much better. Oh wow, this is crazy. So the drywall looks really, really good. They scraped the paint off a lot better on this one. So let me ask you this, when we do this, they still have to scrape this, or is this scraped all the way?
No, we have to do it again. So
Okay, so they are gonna do that again?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, when you paint over that, it looks really, really, really good. Oh wow. This looks so much better than before.
So based on your
Nothing before.
So based on your property management experience, this is a little bit different because you're used to like student housing, right?
Right, I'm used to new construction.
Gotcha.
So this has been a much different project because I am used to, again, new construction. And of course, through my experience with Kimball Properties, we've done a lot of renovations, but this is the first larger scale multi-family renovation that we've done in smaller units like this. So I absolutely, I'm mind blown right now. I don't even have anything to say. There are new doors in here. This apartment literally had someone living in here with no floors. It smelled of urine times 10.
The whole man, go ahead.
The whole apartment was just crazy. So this is amazing for me to see.
You gotta see the downstairs unit that's done.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm really excited. Oh my God, these bathrooms look so good. You said not to step on this. I don't want to say, I know y'all still have a lot to do, so I don't want to nitpick and do my Ashley thing because it's nowhere near the point for me to do my.
What you mean by a lot?
Well, okay, so you still have to paint, right? You still have to
baseboards,
do the baseboards, do the trim.
Cabinets,
you have to finish putting doors in, putting the cabinets in, put the sink.
All the doors is in.
Okay, the doorknob.
Okay.
The doors aren't complete, right?
Ashley's really picky. She goes hard.
I don't like to come in until the end because if I nitpick before y'all are done, then I just look crazy. So let's go look at the one.
Let's go look at the one downstairs.
So before we even go inside, I just have to say, of every apartment that I've ever gone into in my whole life, 17 years of property management, this was the worst.
Ooh.
Some you see off TV
The
show.
worst. It was literally, it should have been off the movie, the TV show Hoarders. Like the worst unit I've ever seen in my life. Let's go. Come on. Wow, we have AC in here.
Before
Yeah, look at that paint.
the unit, you couldn't even
It's a good
open the
paint
door.
job.
Front door came open a couple inches at most. I don't even know how the lady got in and out of this unit. So now, I mean, trash was stacked up to the ceiling. The lights weren't. I mean, the lights wouldn't turn on. It was just not due to electricity being bad. It was just due to the amount of stuff that was in here. Now it looks brand
Come on,
new.
actually speak on it. Speak on it.
All right. Questions. So we said this one's done, right?
It's not done.
Y'all said this is done before we
It's,
walked in.
it's about 90% done. Like,
Okay. So, you ready? Me. We need to fix this door right here. If we're gonna charge somebody top dollar, which we're going to charge for these units.
no,
we
we're not
cannot
charging
go
top
anywhere.
dollar.
Yes, we are. I am. As the property manager, I want to get top dollar for these units.
Okay.
The paint job is a great paint job.
Hey, roll through the kitchen real quick. Like, let's see what's up with
I
the
was
kitchen.
gonna go room by room.
No, we're not done that room yet. We're not done that room.
Oh, because I have stuff over there. All right, so we need to put the light fixtures in here. Are we putting a cover over this outlet? For the washer dryer?
So we have to get final electrical. He's gonna come through. He's gonna
Okay.
connect the appliances and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did we move the fridge?
Because the cabinets, so if you look over here, these spaces, they were measured right correctly, but something happened during installation where the spaces ended up putting this too wide this way, so we don't have enough room to
Yeah. So the filler was about 6 inches too big. Pause. But I have him coming on Monday. He's gonna change the other two, so it'll be a small, like 18-inch cabinet.
Right, so this one's gonna just be like this.
No. But I have him coming to see if they can do this on Monday without breaking the countertop. So we'll be able to see it. But the other ones won't be like
So
that.
the plan is to move this back over here because I hate this right here.
The plan is, but if not, I mean, we gotta take it to the chin. But the other ones will be fine. But he's coming Monday to see if we can do it without breaking the countertops. So let's keep this
I don't have
positive.
it on camera.
Let's keep this positive and let's keep it moving.
I like, okay.
You don't see the granite in here?
No, I love these counters. Listen, man, these countertops were literally from like 1955 before, not being funny. This kitchen alone, it blows me away. The new cabinets are amazing.
Look at the windows.
Countertops. Let me tell you about these windows. These windows, they've never. Oh, I can't get it.
Oh.
2,000 years later.
This window here.
Oh, all right, there we go.
We back. Look.
Okay, we're back. The windows are amazing. They have beautiful screens.
Yep. Move the screen. Wow.
And speaking to one of the residents that's been here from the beginning, they did.
When you say beginning, how many years that was?
Oh, she's been here for 35 years. And she said the original owners had screens on. The owners that then took over, that we purchased the property from, took the screens off and said they were putting the screens back on and never did. And that's been about 20 years that these people have not had screens. So the residents that have been here are extremely, extremely happy alone with the windows. They're extremely happy with everything else, but the windows have just set it off for them. So I'm all about these windows. I think they're amazing. They're beautiful. They make the outside of the property look even better.
Boom. So look. So how do you, like, those tenants were here for 30 years. How are you able to keep them, you know, in place or moving to another unit during construction and stuff like that? I mean, is that a process or?
Definitely a process. So what we've been doing is we are doing one building at a time. And those residents that are in good standing, we allow them to move into another unit temporarily while we get the new units ready for them.
This is all like cosmetic work anyway, you know what I mean? Like,
You can't set me up like this. Sorry. So we've done all cosmetic work. We're gonna stop there, rewind it. We've done all cosmetic work. So it's been amazing. They love seeing the difference, seeing the upgrades. Miss Barbara, who's the longest tenant that we've had, actually came over and saw everything, and she was in awe. She didn't think we could ever make these units look like this. So she is super, super happy. These people at one point had a laundromat that was then taken away. So now they don't have to worry about a laundromat anymore because they're gonna have washer and dryers in that unit.
In the unit.
And that is amazing. Some of these people have never had that before. Miss Barbara actually told me she doesn't know that she's gonna know how to work it properly.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's so much more than just getting the units ready. Like, we really have to educate these people on things like how to use a washing machine, how to use an electric stove, because they never had electric stove, they always had gas. How to use, how to work the new AC units, because before they only had window units. Now we have the splits in their units, so they have central AC and heat in their unit. So it's a big change.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Let's roll to the bathroom. Check the bathroom on. Let's see how that's looking.
I'm excited. Let's go.
You don't cut that tape again, Reggie.
Oh no, is the bathroom back? Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow. All right, so these bathrooms before, again, do you have a before? Are you gonna show that before? Okay. So the bathrooms before were terrible. They had a closet here that just really made no sense because it was just a hot water heater. We now have smaller electric hot water heaters in there.
It's not in there yet, but boom.
They're gonna go in there. Again, these granite countertops. This is amazing. This looks so much better. This looks so much better. The backsplash on the bathtubs looks amazing.
It has to get cleaned. It'll be a little bit neater once it's cleaned.
Yeah, I would only suggest like little holes like this. I mean, just make sure we're filling those in.
No, that's for the shower head.
Okay. I love how the bathroom windows have a little frosting on it so you can't see through, but they still have a window in their bathroom. Only thing I would say in here would be just to make sure that we caulk around there and just seal right there, because energy, you know, lights. I normally have a lot more to say.
Speechless.
Thank God you're done. All right, come on, wrap it up. Let's get we gotta get back to work.
I mean, we just need to put this back on.
Yeah, we just finished.
Just like fill this kind of like little stuff.
I'm so happy the world is seeing you picking this right now.
It looks really good. When did we decide about closets? Are we putting something in here?
So it's gonna be just like it was. We're gonna put a rack in.
Okay, there has to be a rack going across. Okay. No doors?
No.
You know, like an exposed closet. It looks really good though.
What you think about the paint job?
Paint job is top tier.
Who did the paint job?
I don't know who they are. Who we are.
What is it in?
New Landing Group Construction.
NLGC.
We really booked for the rest of the year, but that's a whole different other story. So.
Come on, big money. They like it. Oh, door stops. Can we add door stops?
I got you.
Those are a necessity. We gotta put the door here, right?
Yeah, don't even go in there right now.
You are putting a door right here, then?
No. Open.
I don't know if y'all experience.
Do you see a door frame? I'm serious. I'm not putting a door right there.
So are we gonna put shelves in here?
If you want, we can add that.
Yeah, I would like to add, I mean, if it's gonna be an exposed something, at least that'd be something, you know.
I'm thinking they put a little room in there.
Well, if it's gonna be a broom closet, then you put a door. If you're not gonna put a door, then you put shelves so they can use it as stuff like.
Look, we gonna listen, man. We gonna add shelves. That's gonna be for them.
Add shelves in here.
Yeah, I do. Because once you put that, because like upstairs, right, the hot water heater is here, but it's back far enough where you can still have space to put things. They can still use it for storage space. There's not a lot of, I mean, yes, those closets are large. But there's not a lot of storage space in these units. So as much as we can give them, I would like to. So if we can add some shelves here as well, under and or around the hot water heater, that would be amazing.
Can't do that. That's against code.
You remember when it was in this unit
I don't know
before?
when they're serious or joking, so I just smile like this.
You remember how much storage that lady had in here before? How much storage she used up? We trying to prevent that.
Jackson.
Whole unit was a
People
story.
are gonna see this, guys. Listen, Jackson. We will not have. We will have different tenants. So one thing.
So now you displacing the people.
No, one thing that the property management company does put in place. We have resident handbooks, right? So in the resident handbook, it outlines things that we expect from the resident, and that includes the upkeep of their units, as well as the common areas outside, and it's things that we ask our tenants to do to make sure that we keep everything beautiful.
And if not, they are subject to fines and or possible eviction, depending on what the issue is.
I see that shirt, Beanie. Let me see that logo one more time.
Connect it up.
CEO.
All right.
I like it.
Any last words for this unit?
Everything looks amazing. Can't wait to see the fully finished product. Come back and see me once they say that it's done to see how I really feel.
Like clean it up. Side here, just some gravel over here. Take this will be that little walking path, have a gate down there where that opens up to 15th Street. This is your walking path. Down the plan will be about.
I gotta get back out here, bro. I gotta get my dog back out here.
Yeah, man, he came over today.
And yesterday.
And I think,
She wants to meet right here?
yeah, I think it's the easiest thing. And I think on the inside of the fence here, we just run a path, we just run concrete all the way down. You know what I mean? So if I come in here, now I have a way to like connect to each property that connects all the way to the dumpster pad. You know what I mean?
Fence gonna go right here.
Yeah, I think well, we can just go over the top of it on this thing because we're going over these. What's the water meters? It might be smart. Okay. Let's just talk on like both functionality and like do people walk through here? You know what I'm saying? Like
Now remember the
we're going gravel.
HVAC.
Oh, so we'll have HVAC here.
You can put that in the middle.
Huh?
You can put like a walkway in the middle, like.
Yeah, so I think if the HVACs are going here, we close these off. You know what I'm saying? Close them off with fencing here. I'm trying to think. And what we might do is just bump this fence out to here and then go all the way down so we can go around these water meters. You know, just go and then just go straight down, and then we'll have, so they can come in the gate here. We'll have concrete that go all the way down to the dumpster pad, and that way you can just walk left. So, and what you were saying, probably put a path going from here to the middle. Is that what you're saying?
I was thinking like either like a gravel or something like right here in the middle.
Okay. So are we gonna have condensers on this side?
I told them to put them all in their back.
Okay.
But
We're not for this one. We probably gonna have.
yeah,
I mean, the only other option. I don't think we have enough room here. I mean, we you know what I mean. We can do something intense. I think it's easy to have them on the other side.
because the renderings that I saw, they had like a walkway or something like over here.
I mean, it's really open to what we want to do. I mean, really what we want to do, and like how I think about it too is like, what can we do that's like the less to maintain? You know what I mean? That's why I potentially like just around these buildings, just doing gravel. You know what I mean? We'll have to do gravel with like some mellow edges. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it would be a bad idea to add like one slab of concrete going through the middle there. I don't think that would be bad. We're gonna have metal cages around the HVACs, you know what I mean? So like I said, just do grab all of that way we don't gotta cut under here. The stage, you know what I mean? Shouldn't much happen under here when we close this AC in. I'm talking about just doing like, maybe from like right here on, just gravel all the way around the building. That way when the water runs off, we ain't, you know, gotta worry about dirt slashing back up. Just do gravel. The gutters are running to that. And just let that be. And that way, I mean, I would rather that. My thoughts over here is just putting like shrubs and shit right here and landscape. First, we gotta pay somebody to take care of it, and two, like worry about people messing with it and stuff like that. I just don't know. It just
I got you.
But I think you're right, like maybe just do something that connects. Now if I'm walking through that, I can connect to here. And you know, now this thing is all kind of connected. I don't think you need to really put one on over there. I probably just would run the slide with the concrete. I mean, it ain't like this would cost more than like $1,000.
Yeah.
So I would say just run it all the way over. That way, anybody, maybe if you park over there, you want to come this way. Yeah, definitely want to. I think we just do. I'm gonna say some posts for Julia, black posts.
Okay.
Man, I think we can run that shit. This shit right here. Run it. I mean, I think just run it all the way around. I don't think we need this thing to be gated. I think, you know what I mean, if we want to do a little sign or something up there, I think that's fine. But I think we just run similar wood fences. You know, I mean, different wood if you want to get through that. Definitely want to take the pole down. Will we ever decide what we're gonna do with these?
What?
These balconies.
I know we're replacing this. These stairs?
Okay, I know we're replacing the stairs. And this is what I'm talking about with these balconies. You see how that one actually has railings and then the post stop above?
Yeah.
I think that's actually a better, and it's not just a look thing, I think that's just a safer fucking solution. Because when you look at what's happening here, that's some dangerous shit. You see what I mean with this?
Yeah.
I think real railings might make more sense. I guess my question.
Cause we talked to the guy about it when he came out here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's supposed to see me a price for doing that for this one and for the other one.
Okay. Yeah.
Nah, let the people know your name and what you do over here, bro.
I'm not killed. I do wholesaling and acquisitions.
Good, bro. You do a whole lot. You find the deals, you bring the deals.
Yeah.
You play a real good position.
Better deals.
You know what I
Put them
mean?
together.
So what markets are you working?
Really, most of South Baton Rouge right now.
I got you.
That's where we at.
I got you.
That's what
So,
goes on.
really, what you working on right now?
Oh, I got like 4 contracts I'm trying to put together. You know, a couple things. Just doing some analyzing, some research.
Yeah, all right, bro. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time, bro. One question, really, like, how hard is it, or really, like, talk about the process, just being able to find the property just to get it to closing. Is it as easy as people online make it seem, or is it like a little bit more?
Oh, no. It's definitely not as easy as people make it seem. Shit, man, once you get a process going, I mean, but once you get, a process going, the routine that you follow, It's not that hard.
Okay. Did you have like a favorite deal or something like you did that so far, or?
A Government Street deal that I did a few months ago. Yeah, that was probably my favorite one. I'm working on some new stuff. Probably have a new favorite tomorrow.
How do you feel about a 40-year mortgage?
I think a 40-year mortgage, I think it's, I think there's two sides to look at it. I think one side, you look at it and it's going to give more people access to home ownership. I think the flip side of it is looking at the amount of interest that you're going to pay over the life of that mortgage. It's going to be substantial. I hadn't really looked at the numbers, but I would bet you're going to be doubling what you pay for that property over the life of the property. So, or significantly, like I said, I don't know the numbers, but I do think there's going to be significantly interest. So I would tell anyone that's getting a 40-year mortgage, try to just add some additional payments. One extra payment a year or something, if that's possible.
Kind of sucks. And then I think what that happens also is like it brings more outsiders in, so maybe y'all losing a little bit that way too. Yeah. But you know what? I think like, isn't it like a thing right now where like a lot of people in this generation are like migrating south? Isn't that like a whole migration thing going on?
Another south migration. Well, it's a southern migration versus like in the past where people left the south to go to California, and now they're coming back to the south, like cities like Austin, Houston, Florida, really just because of the home market. But you know what's crazy, bro? It's just like, I think that's good, but so if you come from California, it's three different point of views. So the person moving, relocating, the person who lives here, and then the landlord. So if the landlord is saying, "Hey, I deserve $1,500 of rent," that's what I'm gonna get. The person who already lives here is saying, "What I'm paid, it's $1,100. That's what I can afford." Now the person coming from California who's used to paying $2,500, they saying $1,500 is a steal.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now the person who's already here, they're getting pushed out. You know what I mean? For the person paying $1,500 who thinks it's a deal, and the landlord is saying, "Ooh, I love it." You know what I mean? It's just like things like that happens, and then it's like if you are even able to stay and afford the rent, it's still like your quality of life is still kind of like, messed up because you have to keep trying to work, keep spending your bills. I think if the city like would have like a program where it's like, alright, this is actually what I did for like my grad school project. Basically, like developing a program to go from like renting to homeownership.
Yeah,
if you're able to have them placed in the home while they're renting, help them build their credit, help them, structure their finances, help them do those things. And while they're renting, a small portion goes towards down payment. So once they have that and all their credit straight, you send them up with the bank, and they get it straight. And they do have some programs like that, but it's just not as easy for the people who need it, or accessible. You know what I mean?